Hi boys and girls, and welcome to your first STEM lesson of Term 2 2020. Across this term, we're going to be focusing on the Design Technologies units, and we'll be building things and creating solutions for problems. Throughout this unit, we'll be connecting what we're doing to what you're learning about across your science units as well, which is going to investigate and classify living and non-living things. Throughout that unit, we'll be focusing primarily on the living things. Off you go, Lee. There are lots of differences between living and non-living things. Living things come in all shapes and sizes, and so do non-living things. Non-living things, such as my brush or my table, we use every day and they come in handy and we can create them to meet different purposes. However, living things are a little bit different. Whilst we can use them to meet purposes, we don't necessarily create them. They sort of just exist around us. For instance, my plant, my dog Lou, or some of the native insects such as bees and wasps that live around us. Of course, I couldn't bring in a real bee today. That wouldn't have been quite as safe as handling a real dog. So, what is it that makes them different? That's going to be the first thing we're going to think about this term, and then we're really going to move on to focusing on our living creatures. What is it that they need to be living creatures? What makes them different to non-living creatures? Are they all in need of the same things, or do some living things need different things to others? Think about comparing this bee and this plant. What is it that they have in common? Do they help each other? Do they work together? Does one rely on the other? And do they need similar things? What might a bee need to survive? What might a pot plant need to survive? What might a tree in the wild need to survive? Or what might my handy assistant, my dog Lou, need to survive? Do they have things in common, or are they all different? That's what we're going to be looking at across this term. We've got so many questions we've started with, and we're going to use these questions to explore and develop our understanding of these different things. And then we're going to be using that knowledge to design some solutions and create some things that's going to help us provide things that animals need to them. So, what I want you to think about just for this first week is your favorite animal. What is it? Your very first task for this week is really simple and easy. All you're going to need is a piece of paper and some colored pencils. You're going to take that piece of paper and you're going to draw for me a diagram or a picture of your favorite animal. Okay, think long and hard. You're going to need to keep this animal and use it later in the term. So, what is your all-time favorite animal? Once you've picked that and once you've done your drawing, down the side of the picture, I want you to think of 3 things that your animal absolutely needs to survive. Just 3 to begin with. Alright, what are those things? What does it need to make sure it lives a healthy and a happy life? Because that's important to its survival. That's your first job for this term, and then we'll use this information to help us in our further lessons next week. I look forward to working with you all this term, and I can't wait to see you whenever we're back at school. Thanks guys, bye.